A 6'1" freshman guard from Riverside, California, number 2, David Gardner.
Do you have an extra paper?
A 5'8" senior guard from Hot Springs, Arkansas, number 3, Joe Capacey. A 6'4" freshman forward from Longview, Texas, number 22, Cody Carter. A 5'8" senior guard from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, number 24, Cole Johnson. And a 6'7" freshman center from Glenwood, Arkansas, number 55, Hayes Linville. The head coach of the Tigers, Eric Capacey, assisted by Charles Scott. And now, your starting lineups for the home team on the scoreboard, Welch College. A 6'5" junior forward from Nashville, Tennessee, number 5, Lynn Joel. A 6'1" sophomore guard from Nashville, Tennessee, number 10, Carson Outlaw. A 6'5" freshman forward from Atlanta, Georgia, number 21, Chris Simon. A 6'3" junior forward from Central Florida, number 23, Garrett Saunders. And a 6' freshman guard from Atlanta, Georgia, number 35, J.T. Jones. The head coach of the Flames is Nathan Wilhite, assisted by George Dunlap and David Outlaw. Your officials for this afternoon's game is assigned by the Southwest Missouri Coaches Association and approved by the ACCA. Larry Wells, Chad Cottrell, and Dave Biden.
Starting lineups for Champion Baptist. David Gardner, Joe Capacey, Cody Connor, Cole Johnson, and Hayes Linville. It is Lim Chol, Carson Outlaw, Chris Simon, Garrett Saunders, and J.T. Jones for Welch College. Lim Chol, big guy in the middle, 6'5". Hayes Linville, 6'7" for Champion. Probably a good battle down low between those guys. We'll keep an eye on that. We are ready to go with the final game here. And the tip controlled by Champion. Johnson with it, Gardner out high. And now Capacey. Ball lost momentarily by Connor, now goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Champion. That was Outlaw. Diving for it over there, Carson Outlaw. He knocked it out of bounds. Champion keeps it. And the ball caroms inside. And now it's stolen away by Welch. Quickly ahead, layup good. That one by J.T. Jones. J.T. makes it a 2-0 game, just underway here. Game 14. Now the ball thrown away. Capacey with the pass intended for Cody Connor. And it skips by him out of bounds. Outlaw will throw it in. No, he won't. Chris Simon will. In it comes to Lim Chol. 35 is J.T. Jones. He backs out on the dribble to set the offense. Far side, Simon gets it. Tries to bounce it down inside, goes out of bounds. Intended for J.T. Jones. Flying out of bounds, and Champion will get it back, trailing by 2. Johnson down the lane. His runner goes in. Cole Johnson, the first basket for Champion Baptist. We're tied at 2. Outlaw working his way in. Underneath, shot missing by Garrett Saunders. He thought it was a bit of a foul. Looks at the referee as he runs down the floor. Didn't say anything, but that look said, I think that was a foul. At least that's what I think was going through his mind. The referee didn't agree. Johnson, a long three, no good. Chol with a rebound. 2 Chols on the roster, Lim and his brother Chol. So if Lim Chol and Chol are in there together, I might have a little trouble. Cody Connor fouled as he goes to the basket. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Foul called on Chris Simon, his first. First foul on anybody in this game. We've played 2 minutes and 7 seconds. Connor has his first free throw rattle out. Jarrell James checks in for Welch. Connor, second free throw rattles out as well, and Lim Chol high for the rebound. Chol is listed as being from an African nation. I forget which one. I'll have to look that up. Driving shot by Saunders is good. Garrett Saunders gets it to go. South Sudan is where it says Chol is from, but they are brothers, Lim and Chol. And traveling called on Cody Connor. Another Welch player has checked in, I think. And that is Brandon Justice. And I think we have a number problem. I noticed that when I was writing numbers down. There is no 30 listed in the roster in the program. 31 is listed as Brandon Justice, and so it's going to be a technical foul, I think. They're checking on that. Not written in the book properly. Is number 30. That must be Brandon Justice. I had a question I forgot to ask the coach about it, because 30 and 31 are the roster that I was sent before this started. And the referee's going to explain this. Usually you get a technical foul when somebody's not written in the book properly, but they decide not to, I guess. Brandon Justice wearing number 30. Maybe sometimes he wears 31. Simon gets in the lane as the ball tipped away, but chases it down. Ball kicked as they're trying to pass it down to Justice. Simon gets it in to J.T. Jones. Simon has it back. Stop and go move. Dumps it inside to Justice. Shoots and misses. A foul called, though. And Brandon Justice will go to the line to shoot a couple of free throws. 4-2, an early lead for the Flames of Welch College. Free throw good, Brandon Justice. Eric Wilson now into the game. I would assume that Welch plays a lot of people. They have 18 on the roster, we said, 17 actually. Brandon Justice hits the second free throw, so when that's the case, and it's a team that I've never broadcast before, a little difficult. Leave the same 5 people in. I can memorize their names and numbers. You get 10 or 12 playing, more difficult. We will survive. That shot missing there by Connor of Champion Baptist. Rebound, Welch. That's Simon on the far side. In it goes. Bank shot missing. That was Wilson who missed it. Linville with the rebound, and he is fouled. Champion will get it out on the end away from their basket. That foul called on 40, Eric Wilson, his first 2 team fouls on Welch, 1 so far on Champion. Johnson gets it to Gardner. Now Linville. Linville for 3, no good. He hit a couple in the game the other day. Didn't get that one to go. Mostly likes to work down inside. Simon for 3. No. Rebound, though. High to get it as Wilson. Kicks it out for another 3. That one missing by J.T. Jones, and this time Gardner tracks the rebound down for Champion. Gardner down the lane. His scoop shot won't roll in, but he got fouled. Almost went in, rolled around, bounced around, finally rolled off. Gardner, though, will have 2 free throws here after the foul on Brandon Justice. Gardner definitely takes his time shooting free throws. Didn't seem to help there as he missed the first one. Seven dribbles, a spin, and a long pause. A crouch, and then he makes it. Everybody has their routine, and everybody who coaches basketball says do the same thing every time. You go up to the free throw line, whatever it is. You don't have to dribble. You don't have to spin the ball. All you need to do is do it the same. Get in a routine. Shot missing there by Saunders. Rebound, Champion. Gardner had it, gave it to Capacey. Now Johnson drives, gets by his man momentarily, shoots and misses. Rebound, though, David Gardner. He is a rebounding machine and a loose ball magnet. I've learned that in the first couple of games of broadcast. Linville with the fadeaway, too, doesn't go. Gardner right down there, but can't get it. Instead, picked up by an outlaw. Carson Outlaw kicks it out to J.T. Jones, who shoots in a 3. 9-3 is the score. Welch leading. In it goes to Linville. He's double teamed. Needs to get out of it and does to Capacey. 15 to shoot. Joe Capacey drives baseline. The kick had a couple of 3 opportunities, didn't take him. Gardner now with 5 to shoot. Gets it in the air, and it's in and out, no good. Rebound, Garrett Saunders. Gets it to Outlaw. Pass down low to Chol. Has a shot blocked by Linville. So the big guys battling underneath. That one won by Hayes Linville as he blocked the shot of Lim Chol. Connor loves to slash and drive to the basket. Doesn't there. There he stops and pops the 15-footer. Misses with a foul. I'm going to guess Jarrell James on that one, but we'll see what the ref says. He does say Jarrell James, number 55, picks up his first foul. 4 team fouls now on Welch. Cody Connor with 2 hits the first. Will Oliver into the champion lineup for the first time. They don't run as many subs in and out. Just a couple of guys off the bench get much time. One of them is Will Oliver. Second free throw good by Connor. The other guy who gets in some is Willie Whitehair. But other than that, Shabazz does get in some, number 32, but they don't play as many players. Outlaw for 3, no good, off the back iron. Bounces high, and a pushing foul inside. And didn't pick up the number, I think. It was Lim Chol. It was on Lim, his first. Connor pulls up for a 17-footer. Knocked down, nothing called. There's Gardner, my man. Got the rebound, missed the shot, and then is called for the foul. David Gardner hustles every time the ball goes in the air. He got that rebound somehow. Couldn't get the foul shot. Mad at himself for that, and then doubly mad because he fouled afterward. First foul on David Gardner. Down low, shot missing. Chol with a rebound. He misses as well. Tipped around on the floor. Gardner going after it. Gets it. And laying on the floor and finally tied up. He couldn't find any place to throw it. He's laying there looking around desperately for a place to get rid of that ball. And finally, someone from Welch comes in and ties him up, and possession arrow pointing the direction of Welch. He'll get the ball here. They lead by 4, 12:55 to go here in the first half. It's a 9-5 game, fairly low scoring, lots of action, not a lot of baskets. And just as I say that, Chris Simon shoots one in. Got position inside. All he had to do was turn and bank it in, and he did. Slashing of the basket. Connor lays it up and in. Cody Connor with a nice running shot. Kisses it off the glass. Makes it a 4-point game again, 11-7. JT Jones way out near the timeline working against Joe Capacey, and Capacey steals it away and lays it in. Joe Capacey, his first basket. It's 11-9. Simon on the stop-and-go dribble. Shoots it up and misses. Follow shot, no good by Saunders. Rebound, chased down, goes out of bounds. It'll belong to Welch. Eric Wilson in, Garrett Saunders out for Welch. The ball out of bounds. They lob it way out front to Simons. Bounce pass, nice pass to Eric Wilson, who lays it in. Good teamwork there as Wilson picks up his first basket. 13-9, a 4-point Welch College lead. Connor. A little fancy dribbling, rises up and shoots it in. He has 6. Three-pointer on the way, no good by David Reeves, and rebound Joe Capacey. He's in a little trouble, dribbles out of it. Still has it. Gets to Gardner, and traveling called on David Gardner. Got his feet moving before he let go of the ball, says the referee on the far side. And now Darian Shabazz into the game. We mentioned he's another sub that gets some playing time. He's in there. And Johnson takes a seat on the champion bench. Pass thrown away as Outlaw was trying to get it underneath to Chris Simon. Champion gets it back. Long three on the way and good by Joe Capacey. He doesn't shoot a lot from the outside, and he just looked like he was trying to find somebody inside to throw it to, and all of a sudden shot it in the air, and he pulls Champion within 1. Simon on the drive, misses the shot. Rebound ripped out of there by Connor. Working 1-on-3, and he backs it out wisely. And Joe Capacey will get the offense going. He shoots another 3. No good this time. Gardner chases it down. He and Scholl fighting for it. And the held ball, possession arrow pointing the direction of Champion. Connor out. Linville back into the Champion lineup. Capacey gets it into Shabazz, who's working against Outlaw. Gardner slashes to the hoop and lays it in. Little runner in the lane by David Gardner. He has 3. And it's a 3-point lead. And traveling, nope, there's going to be a holding foul as Outlaw went out of bounds. It looked like he's having trouble controlling the ball, and he went crow hopping out of bounds. I thought it was going to be traveling, but the referee said somebody was holding onto his arm. That somebody was Will Oliver. Pass into Lim Chol, misses, but he'll shoot free throws. I do want Lim's brother to get into the game at some point, because I want to say Chol Chol. I guess I just said it. That's Lim's brother's name. Lim shoots in the free throw, his first point. Free throw misses. It goes bounding high. And it'll belong to Champion. Good job by Linville there as he jumped out of bounds and threw it down against Garrett Saunders, who was standing out of bounds. And Champion comes down leading by 2. A high pick for Capacey gives to Linville. Now Linville has to get rid of it and does to Shabazz. .11 to shoot as Connor lets go with a 3. Cody Connor, we said, likes to drive and slash to the basket. Showing there he can shoot from outside as well. Now 5-point lead for Champion Baptist. In it goes. Shot up and in by Garrett Saunders. Kind of a highly contested shot there. Several guys around him swatting at the ball. Nobody could block it. Using his body well, there was Saunders to get that one in. Linville for 3, no good. Rebound, Simon. Chris Simon high to get it for Welch. Inside it goes to Lim Chol. There's a little move, and a left-handed shot is up and in, pulling his team to within 1. 8:27 to go till halftime. If you just joined us, Champion Baptist leading by 1. They're wearing blue, they have the ball. Wearing gray is Welch College. Shabazz open on the baseline, misses. Linville, though, catches it. Gets it up on the rim. It won't roll in, but he's fouled. Hayes Linville had a big game the last time we broadcast these two. That was against Arlington, I believe. He hasn't scored yet in this one, at least until now. He changed that right there. 28 points for Hayes Linville when they played Arlington. That game was on Thursday. This, I think, is Saturday. Linville shoots both free throws in, extending the lead to 3. Nice pass down the lane. J.T. Jones, the recipient of that pass, lays it in. 1-point lead, Champion. Gardner with a stop-and-go dribble, kicks it out to Oliver. Connor for 3. Knocked down, nothing called. Linville gets the rebound. Shabazz now for 3. No good. Simon gets the rebound, and a foul called. I was looking down, and the foul was called on number 30, Brandon Justice. So I didn't see what happened. The ball was down the floor a little further. I was looking that way, and all of a sudden the whistle blows, and the referee says a couple of guys got mixed up, and they called a foul on Welch College's number 30, Brandon Justice. You need to know that if you want a digital copy of this game or any game during the tournament, those are available. $5, $6 if you pay with a credit card. And you need to get a hold in some way of a man named Chris Sheeman. Chris Sheeman is broadcasting games in the other gym all week long. If you happen to be in the area, you can talk to him in person. Give him cash, give him a check. Or you can go to his website or email him. That address is on the screen right now. And that's how you get a copy of any game that you want, or all of the games of the tournament if you'd like. That would be a lot, 32 games. That'd cost you about $160. But if you want just one, you can get that for $5. Keep it forever. Linville hits the free throw after the timeout. He's the guy who got fouled by number 30, Brandon Justice. He makes one of two. His team, the champion Baptist Tigers, are leading by 2, 22-20. $15 to shoot as Welch kind of starts over in the offense, having a little trouble keeping a hold of the ball. Inside it goes to Justice. He misses. Rebound tipped around. I think Linville hit it last for champion. And that's what the ref thinks too. Champion will have it under their own basket. Excuse me, Welch will have it under their own basket. Simon, a little hook pass. Justice, the little hook shot. It goes in. 4 for Brandon Justice. This game is tied at 22. Gardner open for the 3, declines. Connor still on the dribble. In the middle of Linville, gives it back to Connor. Now Shabazz drives to the basket, lays it up and in. Excuse me, that was Gardner. David Gardner with 6. Two-point lead champion, 6 minutes exactly left in this first half. All stolen away down low by Capacey. Connor flashing out in the corner, gets the pass. Looking inside for Linville. Gets it to him. He works his way in, turns, can't shoot. Now does shoot and gets it to go. Hayes Linville, 3 free throws, and that's his first field goal. He has 5. Ball lost out of bounds, and they're going to say that J.T. Jones lost it on his own. I thought somebody reached in there and smacked it out of bounds for champion. Referees agree, the 2 that were on that side, that nobody hit it except J.T. Jones, his own self. So champion with a 4-point lead comes up the floor. Connor with it now. Linville tried a couple threes and missed. Now he gets tied up by Outlaw. Arrow pointing the direction of Welch. We'll take a moment here to allow Carson Outlaw to tie his shoe. He's got that finished, and we'll play on. Welch trails by 4. J.T. Jones on the dribble, gets a high pick from Saunders all the way to the basket. A little funky there, looks like some contact. Looks like it might have been traveling, could have been a foul, nothing called. We go back the other way. Gardner, don't think realized that J.T. Jones was coming up behind him. Driving shot by Connor, no good. Foul called. And Connor will go to the line to shoot 2. Cody Connor, 9 points in the first half, is the leading scorer for both teams to this point. He'll have 2 free throws here. Foul was on J.T. Jones. First foul on J.T. First shot by Connor goes in. Second one as well. 2 for 2 goes Cody Connor from the line. He has 11 of his team's 28. They lead 28-22, does Champion Baptist. Ball lost as Garrett Saunders was starting his move down the lane. Capacey all the way to the basket. Fouled as he shoots. Shot didn't go. Free throws upcoming. Foul on Carson Outlaw. And Capacey spins the first free throw up there and in. Second one misses. Simon with the rebound for Welch. Man-to-man defense being used by Champion. A nice driving shot there by Carson Outlaw. He gets his first basket of the game. Pretty tough shot there. He got it to go. Banking it in from the right-hand side. Still a 5-point lead, however, for Champion. Connor for three. No good. Right on line, just a little hard. Linville, though, with the rebound. Connor this time drives and has the ball poked away by Simon, but it goes right to Linville. Fade away two, no good. Gardner fighting for the rebound, but Outlaw wins that battle. Simon loves to drive. He drives here and gets it to go. Nice driving shot by Chris Simon. 4 points for him, 3-point lead for Champion now. Linville, nice pass to Capacey, who kicks out to Connor. His two misses. Ball tipped up there by Linville. Gets it back, and then it's knocked out of bounds by Welch. Champion will keep it. Capacey dribbling, asking for a pick, and gets it all the way by his man and lays it in. Joe Capacey has 8 here in the first half. Saunders shoots one in from about 17 feet. Garrett Saunders has 6. Makes the lead 3. Capacey open for 3, decides to take it. It's short and then goes flying out of bounds. Welch will get it back with 2:15 to play here in the first half. Pretty even half. Neither team opening up too much of a lead. I don't have the exact numbers in front of me. I'm going to say 5, 6, 7, the biggest lead by either team. Most of the time, Champion has been led, although early it was Welch. Champion came back and got the lead and has not relinquished it, at least here lately. J.T. Jones, nice pass on the baseline. Shot blocked, though, by Linville. And inside, a shot is in by J.T. Jones. That was Jarrell James that had his shot blocked originally, number 55. And it was J.T. Jones that got that one to go. And he completes the 3-point play, does J.T. Jones, by hitting the free throw, and he ties this game at 31. Connor drives and kicks. Capacey can't shoot out of that. He drives. Johnson, a runner, is blocked. Foul called. Free throw bounding off by Cole Johnson. He has another one here. Free throw missing again. Garrett Saunders with the rebound for Welch. Simon has it. His baseline jumper goes in. Chris Simon has 6. Been a while, but Welch has the lead back. Coming up on 1 minute to play here in the first half. Connor comes off the pick. Nice pick and rolls. He gets it down to Linville. Linville can't get it to go. Gets it back and shoots it in. Hayes Linville with 7. Missed initially. Got the follow to go. JT Jones. Little trouble controlling the ball. Gets it under control. Shoots but misses. Rebound Joe Capacey. Connor drives. He's fouled as he enters the lane. .2 seconds remaining until halftime. We are tied at 33. Cody Connor will shoot 2. I'm going to tell you Cody Connor's free throw drill. Spin, dribble, 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 spin. So he's a spin, 3 dribbles, and a spin. He misses. Did it exactly the same way both times. We mentioned earlier, that's the way you're taught. Worked the first time, but not the second. 20 seconds to go, and Welch looks like they want to go for the final shot of the half. They trail by 1, 34-33. JT Jones is dribbling and timeout called by his coach. His name is Nathan Wilhite, the Welch coach. He calls this with 11.1 seconds remaining in the half. We'll find out what happens in that last 11 seconds after we come back. Simon to throw it in with 11 seconds to go. Welch wants to try to get the final shot in the hoop, and that one doesn't go. Rebound chased around. Gardner comes out of there with it. 1 second to go. He shoots, and it doesn't go, and we are at halftime. 34-33 our halftime score. It is Champion on top of Welch College. We'll be back with the second half, final half of this broadcast marathon in about 15 minutes. Kurt Fincham rejoining you from Joplin, Missouri, where we are at halftime. Champion Baptist and the Welch College men. This is the 5th place game in the men's side of the ACCA 2015 National Tournament. And our score at halftime is 34-33, Champion with a 1-point lead. One of the reasons that Champion has the lead is free throws. As I look at the stats for the game, they are 10 of 18 from the line. Just 4 of 5 is Welch. Welch shooting a good percentage. They're just not getting to the line too much. And Champion only shooting 35% from the field. It's 44% for Welch, but that difference really made up in the fact that a lot more free throws shot by Champion Baptist. Champion was led in scoring the first half by Cody Connor, who had 12, 8 for Joe Capacey, 7 for Hayes Linville, 5 for David Gardner, 2 for Cole Johnson. On the Welch side, it was J.T. Jones who led the way. He had 10, 6 apiece for Chris Simon and Garrett Saunders, 4 points to Brandon Justice, 3 for Lim Chol, 2 for Eric Wilson. And also 2 for Carson Outlaw. So that gave them their total of 33 for the half. And we are about to get underway here in the second half. This is the last half of the last game that we'll be broadcasting from this tournament. Other stuff happening over at the Ozark Christian College Gym, including the men's championship, which will take place tonight at 6:30. And we got one more half to go here on the consolation bracket side of things. Linville turnaround jumper is good. Hayes Linville, 7 first half points. It's the first basket of the half for either team. And it's a 36-33 lead for Champion. Underneath, shot missing, and nice job of ripping the rebound away by Johnson for Champion. That shot attempted by Saunders. He almost got too far underneath, and now on the other end, David Gardner drives down the lane and shoots one in. Saunders almost got too far underneath and was able to flip the ball back over his head and get it up on the rim, but it wouldn't go in, and then Champion rebounded and scored on the other end. So they have scored the first 4 points out of halftime, and now lead by 5. Simon with the drive. Down on the baseline. Nice job of controlling the ball and then turning around and shooting it in by J.T. Jones. And we mentioned he's the lead scorer in the first half for Welch. He had 10, now he has 12. Linville gets it inside, misses. Gardner goes for the rebound, doesn't get it, but Capacey does. Passes it down to Linville, who lays it in. Looks like the same starters for both teams out there, though I didn't double check exactly. I'm sure it's the same starters for Champion. Looks like same guys on the floor as well for the Flames of Welch. Foul called. That one goes on Hayes Linville of Champion, his first. Breaking free underneath was Simon, but he couldn't control the pass or he would have been able to get an easy shot. Instead, he kicks it out for J.T. Jones. His shot rolls off and Champion comes out of there with it. Linville turns, shoots it in. Hayes Linville, 6 in this half after scoring 7 in the first. 13 for him. Saunders has the ball tipped away and stolen from him. Garrett Saunders losing it down low. Champion back the other way with it. Linville faces the basket, backs out, gives to Connor. Linville drives and shoots, no good, but Gardner with a rebound, but he has a shot blocked out of there by Simon. Simon with a pass to Outlaw, who lays it in. Nice fast break there by Welch. Outlaw with 4. Pacey fouled as he heads down the lane. I think they'll say he was passing, not shooting. Headed right for the basket, but at the last minute he flipped the ball to his right, trying to pass it. And hence, the ball will be out of bounds instead of at the free throw line. That foul, Garrett Saunders is first. Linville gets it into Johnson. He rises up for a three from the corner, and it goes in. Cole Johnson with 5. The lead for Champion is 8. Three-pointer for Simon, no good. Rebound into the hands of Connor. Stops and pops one. It's good. So Champion comes out on fire in the second half. They have a 10-point lead after leading by just 1 at halftime. Welch a little out of sync. Driving shot missing there by J.T. Jones, but he's fouled to go to the line. Capacey whistled for that one. Joe Capacey. Coach's son, Eric Capacey. The coach, we mentioned in our previous broadcast, but some of you may be listening that did not hear this. He's the president of the college. He's the pastor of the church where the college is located, I believe, at least it's associated with it. And he's the men's basketball coach, so gets to spend a little time with his son on the road in this tournament. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, a 4-day affair. Free throws, both good by J.T. Jones. 47-39 the score. Connor gets his shot blocked, ball on the floor, fought for, and guys getting together a little bit. Johnson not very happy with something that happened. And did they call a foul on that? Or did they just say it was a held ball? Regardless of what exactly happened, the ball belongs to Welch. I couldn't tell. There's a foul up on the scoreboard, number 22, so maybe they did call a foul on Cody Connor. It was Cole Johnson that was getting tangled up with, I believe it was J.T. Jones, and they were staring each other down a little bit after the play was over. Another foul called, this one on Joe Capacey is his third, and he's coming out of the game. Ball kicked out of bounds by Connor. As Chris Simon tried to pass it in for Welch. Lim Chol comes in. Garrett Saunders into the lineup for Welch. Pass comes into Simon. He drives and loses it out of bounds. One of those plays where it looks like he wanted to bring the ball high over his head, do a little jump stop, and then maybe shoot, and the ball slipped out of his hand and banged against the wall. Inside it goes to Linville. He's surrounded. Ball tipped away, goes out of bounds. Off Lim Chol, and it'll belong to Champion under their own basket. Linville will throw it in. Gets it into Shabazz, shoots it back to Linville. Now Connor dives, rises for the jumper, no good. Falls to the floor, nothing called. Shabazz shoots from about 15 feet and misses. And J.T. Jones steps inside, has his shot blocked, but a foul called on Cole Johnson. J.T. Jones shoots the free throw in after the foul. Cole Johnson walked out of there with a bit of a look of disbelief on his face. It was a pretty clean block. Might have got a little body. I know that sometimes when you get a block and you feel nothing but ball, you know you didn't get arm, you know you didn't get hand. Sometimes you don't feel the body contact. Johnson gets the ball stolen away. Inside it goes to Chol. Fakes, has his shot blocked, and Linville doesn't protest on that one, although that looked pretty clean from my vantage point, which is quite a ways away. I can see without binoculars easily. Chol will shoot 2. Linville picks up his second foul. Lim Chol hits 1 of 2 free throws. 47-42, a 5-point lead for Champion Baptist. We're down to the 14:50 mark of the second half. Connor for 3. No good. Chol with a rebound. Simon, nice bounce pass underneath. Shot missing though, blocked actually. Saunders to the floor, no foul. Connor to the basket. He is fouled by Simon. Three fouls on Chris Simon. Cody Connor with 2 shots here. Two for 2 goes Cody Connor from the line. He has 16 points in this game. His team, the Champion Baptist Tigers, have a 7-point lead, 49-42. Welch College, the opponent. The Flames from Nashville, Tennessee. Shot in by Garrett Sanders there as he pivots on the left elbow. A little past the free throw line, 15.5 feet, I'll say, on that jumper. Buries it, and the lead is 5. Gardner all the way to the basket. Fouled, but he will not shoot a free throw. Shot doesn't count, it went in, but foul before, according to the referee. Linville will throw it in for Champion under their own basket. Linville stumbles towards the basket. Had the shooter, he would have been called for traveling. Didn't make it near the basket. Nice driving shot by Outlaw, but he doesn't get it to go. Gardner comes charging out of there and lays it in. David Gardner sprinting to the other end on the dribble. Nobody could catch him. He laid it in and to give Champion a 7-point lead. Saunders inside, misses. Simon tips it in. Foul on the drive, holding foul. That's going to go on Carson Outlaw, I believe. It is 3 on Carson. No shooting here. Champion will have it out of bounds after the timeout. Full timeout called by Champion Baptist. It comes with 12:58 remaining in this game. 51-46, Champion leads by 5. Hayes Linville is ready to throw it in. He does, but it goes to the wrong team. Simon leaves it for J.T. Jones. Drive, shoots, misses, rebound into the hands of Oliver for Champion. Darian Shabazz to Gardner, now to Connor as Champion attacks this man-to-man defense. High pick for Linville. He gets the pick and pop pass, doesn't do anything with it. Driving shot to the basket by Darian Shabazz goes in, and he will have an opportunity for a three-point play as he is fouled as he shoots. That foul whistled against J.T. Jones, 2 on J.T. Darian Shabazz shoots in the free throw to complete the three-point play and give Champion an 8-point lead, 54-46 the score.
I like that.
Shot missing by Garrett Saunders, rebounded by Shabazz. He brings it down. Now Gardner gets the pick from Oliver, but goes the opposite way, that he had the pick set, lost the ball, picks it up. Reset of the offense with 18 to shoot. Connor rises up for a three, no good, missing everything, and goes out of bounds.
The women's third place game after this? No. It's only 2:43.
J.T. Jones drives to the hoop and is fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot a couple of Champion players there. We'll see who the foul is called on. It's Will Oliver who's whistled for his second personal. Free throw rimming off by J.T. Jones. J.T. was 16 in this game. The leading scorer for his team, the Welch Flames. Hits the second. Champion with a 7-point lead and the ball. And Linville throws it out of bounds. He motioned for Connor to come and get the ball. He was going to hand it to him. Connor headed that way and then stopped and was going to do a back cut, and Linville threw it to where Connor used to be. He no longer was there, and the ball went out of bounds. Driving shot, Simon won't go. Tipped around and tipped out of bounds, and it goes off the hands of Lim Chol, and Champion will get it back. .11 minutes to go in this one. Oliver, a drop step move to the basket. Goes in. Will hasn't scored a lot in the games that we broadcast, and that could be an anomaly, meaning he usually does score a lot, but he made a nice move there and laid it in. Outlaw now drives around a pick and shoots it in. Carson Outlaw with 6. The lead for Champion is 7. Connor into Linville. Fade away, goes in. Hayes Linville with 15. Saunders on the drive, and he gets it to go. He's fouled by Linville. Linville took a swipe at it. Looked like he smacked Garrett Saunders in the head. Garrett unfazed, didn't throw his aim off as he was able to bank it in. So nice shot by Saunders, gives him 10 in the game, and he will have a free throw coming here as well, and that is how many fouls on Linville. They didn't put it up. Still don't have it up on the board, and maybe the foul was called on someone else, but free throw missed by Saunders. That foul was called instead on Will Oliver, it looks like, instead of Linville. Johnson back in there after a seat on the bench. He had it on the far side, now Oliver has it. 15 to shoot as Connor surveys the situation and passes to Shabazz. Gardner gets his man in the air, shoots, no foul. Looks like he got hit on the arm and hit with the body. And now Outlaw drives and hits on the other end. So turn of events there in that no foul called on the shot, and then a basket made on the other end. The lead now is down to 5. $9:13 to go. Johnson drives. Little hook pass intended for Connor. It's on the floor and a held ball. Arrow pointing to Welch. Joe Capaggi has been resting on the bench a while. He's got 3 fouls. He comes back in at the 9:04 mark. So the starters all back in there except for Hayes Linville. Will Oliver in there for him for champion. Bounce pass inside. Oliver knocks it away and then tries to chase it down before it goes out of bounds. Can't do that, but he did get in the way of that play, and wide open on the inbound, though, is Lim Chall, who lays it in. Now a 3-point lead for Champion. Gardner underneath. Misses, but he's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Foul called on J.T. Jones, his third. That interesting. Gardner was involved in that play where I said he got knocked down, nothing called. Looked like his arm got hit and he got bodied. No foul. And this time he drives down the lane. Looks like very little contact, but they did call a foul. So you never know. Gardner shoots it in. He has 10. Two for 2 goes David Gardner from the line. He extends this lead back up to 5. It was down to 3. It's been 10 or so for a while, and then that little run here by Welch got it back to 3. 8:19 to go. This game definitely still in doubt. Traveling, I think, there. It is on Carson Outlaw. Five-point lead in the ball for Champion. That's Capacey with it. Gives to Gardner. And now to Connor. Moves in the lane and traveling, I think. Nope. They're going to call a holding foul. That foul on Outlaw, I believe, is his 4th. It is. He goes out. One-on-one opportunity here for Cody Connor. Linville will come in if this free throw is made. It is, and he does. Oliver will sit on the Champion bench. as Hayes Linville returns to the lineup. That one bounces off, and it's chased down by Simon of Welch. Jones spins his way in the lane as a shot blocked, but a foul also. And that was Johnson with the block. This time he doesn't protest about the foul. Last time he blocked a shot, thought it was really clean. That one didn't look as clean, and he must agree as he walks away, recognizing his guilt. Free throw rolled in by J.T. Jones. Second one good as well. JT has 19. A whistle and a timeout. 7:53 remaining until halftime. 61-57. It's a 4-point champion lead. This is the ACCA National Tournament for 2015. Champion with the possession after the timeout, and traveling called on Joe Capacey. He doesn't know what he did. He put his hands up in the air, and that's what that meant. And Simon loses it off at a hip and out of bounds. Chris Simon was driving to the basket. Somebody might have reached in and poked it a little bit, but even from my vantage point, could see that one went off his front of his leg or his hip. Champion gets it back. Linville, triple team. Johnson in the lane, tries to kick it back to Linville, stolen away. Saunders came up with it. Now Chol has it down low, and he scores. Lim Chol, 5 points. We have not seen nor heard from his brother yet. Chol. Driving, shooting, and hitting is Gardner, but the basket will not count. He will go to the free throw line, but it'll be a 1-and-1. That foul on Chris Simon is his fourth for Welch. Free throw good by Gardner. Someone across the way was counting. I don't know if you get 10 seconds to shoot the free throw. And I think that was a hint from the fan across the way. He's taking too much time. I'm not absolutely sure what the rule is. I know that the officials don't typically count a lot. I don't see them with their arm pumping back and forth. Spinning move by J.T. Jones. Misses the shot, but Simon comes up with a loose ball underneath. Now Simon starts a drive, loses the ball. Connor dives on it. Somebody called timeout to preserve that possession. Connor was hugging the ball with it underneath him, trying to keep anybody from tying him up. It would have been possession arrow pointing to champion anyway, but you like to save that if you can. Timeout called, 6:33 to go. 63-59 lead for champion over Welch. Champion Baptist College with the ball and a 4-point lead. Connor doesn't shoot, nor does Gardner. Gardner has it back. Capacey to Johnson, wide open for three, good. Cole Johnson, his second 3-point basket, he has 8. The champion lead is 7. We are at 6 minutes right now left in this ball game. Shabazz back in there. Wrong team. Chall has it. Passes it off to Saunders. Shoots and misses. Rebound tipped around. Johnson comes out of there with it. And they called traveling, and I think the reason for that is 2 players from Champion had the ball simultaneously. Pass inside, shot up and in for J.T. Jones. 5-point champion lead, 66-61. Linville pops out, drives, a little runner doesn't go. Rebound, Gardner fakes, shoots. Somebody grabbed him on the arm. Gardner, I keep saying it, just a maniac going after loose balls and rebounds. Love his hustle. Shoots the free throw in. Second free throw good by Gardner as well. Same spectator on the other side saying at least somebody count. He doesn't like it that Gardner takes so long in his free throws. I think the rule might be that you get only 10 seconds. Nice pass by Toll down low to Saunders, who lays it in. Garrett Saunders has 12. The lead once again is 5. Connor with the drive, he's fouled. 9 team fouls. That means this will be a 1-and-1. The last time we'll see one of those free throw situations, a 1-and-1. 10 fouls already on Welch. Oh, sorry. The 10 fouls on Welch means that wasn't a 1-and-1. 2-shot opportunity. 9 fouls have been called on Champion. So next foul of any kind will be 2 shots, both ways. 2 for 2 goes Cody Connor from the line. The lead's back up to 7, but kind of vacillating between 7 and 5 here for a bit. Welch hasn't been able to get any closer. They still have 4:42 to do that. Simon for 3, no good. Rebound chased down by guess who? Gardner. And then he's bumped into, falls down, no foul. Saunders kicks out to JT Jones for 3. JT for 3 makes it a 4-point game. 70-66. 4:14 remaining. Linville, he'll take the 3, no good. Rebound, Gardner chases it down. Mr. Hustle gets another one. 3 for Johnson, rolls off, rebound Simon. Chris Simon for Welch will bring it down himself. Chol inside, drives and is called for traveling. Great opportunity missed there for Welch, as they could have cut the lead to 2 with a basket. Instead, it's a 4-point lead for Champion. They have the ball, 3:30 to go in regulation. Connor with a crossover dribble. His little running one-hander goes in. Cody Connor makes it a 6-point lead again, 72-66. So the travel, a big call there. Prevented Champion from getting a basket. Simon shoots and hits, and he's fouled. Chris Simon gliding down the lane, gets it to go. And the foul on Cole Johnson is his 4th. Simon the free throw makes it a 3-point game. Welch has trailed most of the game. Under 3 minutes to go. Gardner, the kick to Connor for 3, no good. And pass ahead for Johnson, who lays it, or Jones, who lays it in. I was watching the action on the other end. Connor got landed on after he shot that 3. Eric Capacey saying to the ref, look at that. And the ref just looked the other way, like, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see the pile of bodies. And then he finally looked over and turned away. Held ball now as Gardner drives, has his shot blocked. And Welch, he'll get it back with a chance to take the lead. 72-71. And the held ball, gives the ball back to Champion. Johnson shoots and misses, but Champion gets it back. So the alternating possession was pointing towards Champion. I mistakenly said that Welch would have the ball. They didn't. Johnson missed the shot, but Champion got it back. 2 minutes to go now. Connor for 3. No good. Rebound tipped around. Here we go. Simon with it. Pass ahead to JT Jones, who lays it in. And the comeback is complete as Welch now leads by 1, 73-72. Gardner on the way to the basket. A blocking foul will be called, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Lim Chol ends up on the floor, but the foul is going to be on him. 3 fouls on Chol. Gardner, the man who irritates the fan on the far side, will probably start counting as soon as he gets the ball. It takes too long. He just told the ref it was 12 seconds last time. If he has his stopwatch out or not. The ref just looks at him. Gardner shoots the free throw in. Fan still talking to the ref. '06, 1007, 1008, 1009, and he's in 10. Well, it was about 10 seconds. By my unofficial counting, he missed the free throw. We're tied at 73. Simon shoots it in down the lane. Chris Simon with a hesitation move, banks it up and in. 2-point lead for Welch. 1:20 to go as Capacey comes across the timeline. I like these kind of finishes. Thank you, team, for making it exciting here in the very final game calling here in this tournament. Gardner down the lane, all the way to the hoop, lays it in. Gardner ties it at 75. We have a minute to go. Simon on the dribble. Now Outlaw has it. Man-to-man by Champion. Ball goes out of bounds. Now a technical foul called on Cole Johnson as he gets called for the foul and then gets the technical on top of it. He fouled from behind, and the coach is asking, did he say something? And the answer is no, but he said it was, I think he just was saying it's his body actions that got him the tee as he, Cole Johnson, a little bit of trouble almost going nose to nose with a player earlier. And he got called for the foul from behind there as that pass came in to Garrett Saunders, who's now standing at the line. And after the foul call, a little bit too demonstrative for the referee's liking, and he called a technical foul. Saunders is shooting the technicals here, I'm assuming. He misses the second one. And now the free throws, the actual free throws, will be shot by J.T. Jones. It was Jones who got fouled. And then after the free throws, I'm assuming it'll be Welch ball also. And Jones misses the first of his two. So just 1 of 3 so far on these 4 free throw attempts. 47.9 seconds remaining. J.T. Jones, another free throw. These might be the actual free throws, and he misses that one also. I don't know which one were the free throws. I'm pretty sure it was Garrett Saunders who got fouled. So just 1 of 3. And now the ball will belong to Welch. 47.9 seconds remaining. So they had an opportunity there to take a 4-point lead and then have the ball. Instead, they'd have just a 1-point lead in the ball. And they will get the ball in their possession after the timeout. 76-75 Welch. We will come back in about a minute and a quarter. Welch has the ball under their own basket as we come out of this timeout. They lead by 1, 47.9 seconds remaining. Simon tries to get it in, and a foul for an illegal screen inside is called. I believe it's on Lim Chol, and he ended up getting the inbounds pass. Maybe he just pushed off. I don't know if it was an illegal screen, but it was an offensive foul of some sort, and so Champion will come down with a chance to take the lead on this possession as they trail by 1. Gardner with it. That's Connor. In it goes to Linville. He's double teamed, spins away from it, fake, shoots and misses. Rebound Chol, who falls down and gets the pass over to Simon. And they do not have to shoot. They can run the clock out, so Champion will have to foul. They'll have to foul, and they haven't done it yet. Now they do, as Gardner jumps in and fouls Jarrell James. So 2 shots here, 18 seconds exactly remaining. But all that Jarrell James can do is make it a 1-possession, or keep it at a 1-possession game with a 3-point lead if it makes both. And he misses the first. So Champion will have a chance to at least tie, even with a 2. Free throw, way short. Caroms around, though, and Jarrell Jones gets it. Now they need to foul again, and they do. So a bad hop there, you might say, for Champion, in that both free throws missed by Jarrell James. And now J.T. Jones, who just missed 2 free throws himself after that technical, he'll go up there to try to shoot a couple in, and he misses. So Welch has missed 6 of their last 7 free throws. Could have about a 6 or 7 point lead here. They've made all of them. Free throw misses again. Rebound, foul over the back. Lim Chol goes over the back of Linville, and we'll walk to the other end with 13:4 to go. And Linville will have a chance to give his team the lead. So a lack of ability to make some clutch free throws at the end, just killing Welch and their chances to win. They've missed 7 of 8 free throws here down the stretch. Could have right now an 83, excuse me, let's see, 7 plus, yeah, they could have an 83-75 lead right now. Instead, they lead by 1. Linville hits his free throw and ties this game up.
Better make this.
Timeout called. 13.4 to go. We'll be back with what might be the end of this game, or we might go to overtime. We'll see after this. Now, Welch has had many chances to win this game, but they unable to put it away at the free throw line, and now Linville can give his team the lead at the line, and he does. Linville makes the free throw. 1 point lead, 13:4 to go. Here comes Welch. They dribble over to the coach, and they call timeout with 9.8 to go. So Carson Outlaw dribbling right over to his head coach and calling timeout, and they will set up a final play, and it's going to be a do or die probably, meaning they'll either win it with a shot at the end or lose it because they miss. We'll find out when we come back. Well, what kind of play has Coach Nathan Wilhite drawn up for his team? We shall see. It comes in to Saunders. Now a driving shot, baseline jumper, no good. Chol for the rebound, fighting for it. It goes out of bounds, and it'll belong to Welch with 1.1 seconds to go. Outlaw couldn't get the jumper down on the baseline, and another timeout. 1.1 seconds remaining, and it'll be pretty much a catch-and-shoot situation for Welch to try to get the win. After the miss, Lim Chol had a chance at that ball, grabbed it, it escaped his grasp, went out of bounds, but it was Champion that was touching it last, and so it will be Welch's ball under their own basket, and they'll be drawing up something there on the sideline. All of them, the players that are in the game right now, looking down intently as their coach, Nathan Wilhite, is drawing up this final play for them. Did I mention that you can get a digital copy of this game and any game in this tournament? I know I've said that many times. I don't know if you've heard me say it, though. You want a digital copy of this game, it is a good one. It might be one that you want to keep if you're a Champion fan or a Welch fan. And you can get a copy for $5, $6 if you pay by credit card. You just need to contact Chris Sheeman. Talk to him in person over at the Ozark Gym, or email him, or go to his website. You can get a digital copy of this or any game in this tournament. Here we go, 1.1 seconds to go. Outlaw to throw it in for Welch. They're going to run and set some picks. They do that. In it comes a ball tipped out of bounds, and now it says 0.2 seconds to go, and this is an impossible situation. Timeout called again, and really, I don't think it's possible to catch and shoot in 0.2. So you just have to lob it up in the general direction of the rim and have somebody tip it. It's about the only thing that can happen. If we were at a real NCAA Division I game, the officials probably would be looking at the monitor right now and say, should have an entire second or 9/10 of a second run off, when all that happened is ball tipped, goes immediately out of bounds. Of course, I guess it has to hit the floor before the clock really stops, so it's probably about right. 0.2 of a second remaining. If I were Welch and they're going to have the ball kind of down in the corner, I would throw the ball up towards the rim and just have Lim Chol or somebody like that try to tip it in. We'll see what they do. And they loft it in. It's not going to count. It didn't go in anyway. And that means that Champion Baptist has won this game. And they came in here and actually won 3 games. They'll go home 3-1. And by the way, that's about the same record that the team that gets second will have in this tournament, because second place team won their first round games and then lose in the finals. And you got to feel pretty good about yourself if you're Champion Baptist. Champion has won this tournament a number of times, back in 2007, 2009, 2010. It's been a while. So they have some history here. This year they didn't win it, but they did win 3 of 4 games, winning their first, losing their second, and then winning their last 2. Winning this one by 1, 77-76 our final. Well, let me just try to give you the scoring totals as the teams gather out in the center to pray. Here's the way it went for the champions of this game, Champion Baptist. Will Oliver with 2 points, 8 for Joe Capacey. All of those were in the first half. He got in a little foul trouble in the second half. Cody Connor, 9 in the second half to go along with his 12 first half points. He had 21. 8 for Cole Johnson, who fouled out. Darren Shabazz with 3. Hayes Linville off to kind of a slow start, but he ended up with 17 points. And David Gardner, 7 free throws as he got to the line a lot. He ended up with 18. So 21, 18, and 17 for the winners, Champion Baptist. On the other side, Welch College, they were led in scoring in this game by J.T. Jones. And I now have the official stats, so I will go to them to find out what they say. And they say JT Jones had 28, 13 for Garrett Sanders, 13 for Chris Simon. So 3 guys in double figures for them. Lim Chol with 8, Carson Outlaw with 8, 4 for Brandon Justice, 2 for Eric Wilson, but it wasn't enough, as Champion wins this 5th place game by a final score of 77-76. Well, that does it for our broadcast week. Thanks for joining us, whoever you are, wherever you were, whoever you were rooting for. We're thankful that you joined us for the ACCA National Championship Tournament this week. Still a game and a half or so to go. They are playing the 3rd place game on the men's side right now over at Ozark. Championship game to come over there between Faith and Arlington Baptist. Join us on the network for that one, but for us, we're finished. Kurt Fincham saying so long from Joplin, Missouri.